Okay, so I am doing this from my cell phone because I was talking to my sister on the telephone, and the time just got away from me, and I didn't even realize that it was almost 7:30. You know how it is when people start complaining about work and life and everything. Time gets away from you, and so today is my little celebration for camera, and I apologize for that because I've been planning for this all week. But life happens, and when your sister calls, you have to answer, and so that's what happened. And so, hello, I can see some people here. Thank you, thank you. This is my first time doing live stream with my cell phone, so I apologize if it is shaky or something like that. But I'm here, you guys are here, and we are going to do this. And I'm looking around my studio to see if I can grab something to hold the camera, because I'm holding it with my hand, and my hand is going to get tired. But that's okay, guys. We are here. And so the way I wanted to do this was I had wrote down a set of questions, and I wanted to answer some of the questions, but guess what? I left the questions upstairs. And so I'm just going to start by just giving away some prizes and so forth. And so, hi, you all. I see that some of you are here. Carol and Tara, and I saw Robin was here, everything. So I just want to say hi to you all, but I want to jump right to this because, I'm always running. Okay, and so the way this is going to work is that I'm going to answer some of the questions that you all have submitted to me over the course of the past, I would say 6 months, really, that I haven't had a chance to answer. And so one of the first questions is always, people want to know, how did I get started? And how I got started really was by a fluke. I used to own a uniform store. I used to have 3 contractors, and basically, I got started because they were treating me badly, and I got tired of being treated poorly, and I was put in a position where I had to buy an embroidery machine and learn how to embroider. Once my uniform store closed, I still had the embroidery machine. I was doing blankets, and then someone said to me, Candia, why don't you start an embroidery business? And I never really heard of that before, so I focused in on that, and nearly 10 years later, here I am. All right, and so that's one of the questions that everybody always asks me. And so I am going to just give away my first prize. Okay, so I have about 13 items that I'm going to be giving away. And I know I'm just kind of doing this all unorganized right now, but it was simply because I got called away for a sister emergency, and it just kind of threw me off. And now I'm on my phone. This was not how I planned it at all, okay? And so let me see. The first prize, I'm just going to reach down and grab something here. The first prize is going to go to, let me just look at the screen here, and who do I see? I see, let me see. I see a couple people. So let me just kind of minimize this as best as I can and go on to the next thing. First of all, I want to say that this live stream is for reaching 13,000 subscribers. And I cannot tell you enough that I am super grateful. Number one, this channel started off as a craft channel. A lot of people don't know that, but I was a crafter, and I was a foster parent, and I used to do a lot of crafts with my foster kids. And it started off as a craft channel, and then I started sewing, and then I started embroidering. And so, it was really by fluke that this channel started, and now 13,000 strong. Here we are. And so, Shay Johnson, you are the first winner. And Shay Johnson, if you can come back on and just say hi, you are the first winner. The first person that I glanced at, I saw your name, Shay Johnson. Shay Johnson, if you could just come back on and say hello, you are the winner. All you need to do is pick 1, 2, or 3, and I am going to grab something. And Shay Johnson. Hi, Shay Johnson. There you are. Now, Shay Johnson, do you sew? Do you embroider? What's your story, Shay Johnson? I'm just going to grab something. All right, and so Sanita. Wow, what a different name. Okay, congratulations, Shay Johnson. Okay, you are the first winner, and I am waiting for you to respond, my dear. Okay, and so one of the things that I want to say though is this channel started off as a sewing, crafting, or crafting sewing channel, and it have evolved into embroidery. I was running an embroidery business when I first started this channel, but I was not focusing on doing embroidery on YouTube at all. And it just kind of worked out that way. And so, um, and so, here I am. And, oh, Shay Johnson, you are new. Good. I'm glad. Okay. So Shay Johnson, you are going to be winning a sewing kit with some little, clippers. Is going to have a bobbin kit, and it's going to have a ruler. Okay, so that's the first gift that I just grabbed. Shay Johnson, all you have to do is inbox me, Shay Johnson, your information, and I will send it to you free of charge. I'll pick up the cost of shipping, okay? And so the next thing I want to say is, yes, it started off as a crafting channel, a sewing channel, and it evolved into an embroidery channel, okay? And so I got to tell you that it's been a pleasure to do embroidery on this channel, simply because I absolutely love embroidery. And if you love embroidery like I love embroidery, you want to learn. And I have really tried to provide as much knowledge on video as much as I can. And that is hard sometimes. It's very hard to teach on video when you are still learning, or you hope that people are able to get what you are teaching by watching your videos. Sometimes what you have in your head, sometimes what you can execute, it is very hard to teach. And so I am very glad that a lot of people have been able to utilize what I say in my videos, what I do in my videos, and implement it in their hobbies, implement it in their businesses, and so forth. So I am very, very, very glad to that. And so I want to say thank you, everybody who have ever watched any of my videos, who have ever joined in on these live streams. I tell you what, I am just super proud that this channel have evolved thus far. Okay, and so I'm going to grab the next item. The next item is going to go to, let's see, let me just grab it. I don't want to drop the phone. I don't know why I didn't put them here where I can just grab all of them, but Miss Phenomenal Creations number 13. Miss Phenomenal Creations number 13. You are the next winner. Okay, and you are going to be winning. All right, and so this, okay, hi, everybody. I'm just saying hi. I know you all are kind of chiming in, and I appreciate it. I just want to continue. And so the questions that I get all the time also is about pricing. A lot of times people want to know about pricing. That was one of the things that I did feel uncomfortable with when I first started my embroidery business. It was about pricing. It is not a challenge for me anymore. I am very confident about the prices that I have, because either people want it or they don't. There's never really a such thing as I can't afford it, you know what I mean? Or something's too pricey, something's too priced. Things may be out of your price range, but if you really want it, especially with services, people will figure it out. And so for the most part, I am very confident about the prices that I have of my services, of my baby ensembles, of my mentoring services. I am. And so a lot of times people want to know, how did I come up with pricing? For the most part, I did a lot of research. I didn't want to underprice, and I didn't want to overprice. Okay. I wanted to be where I needed to be. And one of the things that you have to consider when you are talking about pricing your services is fair market value. You want to make sure you are fair market value. And how do you do that? How do you do that when you are on the web and you are selling around the world? Well, I got to tell you that, number one, I don't ship outside of the United States. I know that some people do. I choose not to, because I've had some bad incidences. I'll get into that another time. I don't ship out the United States, but I do pay attention to the going market value. And I also take in consideration the supplies that I use, the thread that I use, the fabrics that I use, just everything on top of the labor, on top of my embroidery machine running and all of these things. And so those things is how you determine a price, and it have to make sense. Okay, it has to make sense for you. It has to make sense for the buyer. It has to make sense for the market. And so what that means is, let's say for a bib, you're not going to charge $65 for a bib from fabric that you got from, let's say, Hancock Fabrics, even though I know there's no more, but Hancock Fabrics, okay, because that wouldn't make sense. Why are you charging this much for the bib? Is it some kind of exotic fabric or something? If it's not, then you cannot really charge that much, but you can charge $25 for a bib or $20 for a bib, just not $65. It have to make sense. And so for the most part, I know that there are some people here, not necessarily in this group, but just some people online that don't agree with my pricing strategy. And for the most part, I understand, because I actually saw something where they were challenging what I was saying that it didn't work. Actually, they are wrong. And I'll tell you why. If you actually look at what the multi-million-dollar companies do, and that's another thing too. Before I get into my answer, I want to say that if you're going to follow somebody who are selling. Okay, not somebody who's just talking, somebody who actually have customers and they are selling, not somebody who used to sell to people, not someone who's just selling services, but someone who's actually have customers who are buying their work. Okay, that's number one. So number two, if you look at what the other companies are doing, the big multi-million-dollar companies, they have for their target customers, they have what you find as fair market value. So if you go to, let's say, Walmart, and yes, I'm a partner at Walmart, and I'm not promoting their product right now. I'm just giving you an example as a person. If you go to Walmart and you buy a pair of jeans, you're not going to find jeans in Walmart for $99. You're not, because that's not their target. You understand what I'm saying? And so for their target, for their customer, they have $20 jeans, $22 jeans. They don't have $99 jeans. You're not going to go to Target and find $150 jeans. Why? Because that's not their target. So for your target, you have to do a research to see what is other people who are in your competitive field selling to people in your target. You can't, otherwise you're going to be marketing to the wrong people and you're not going to be selling anything. Okay. And so I gotta tell you that my strategy works. And the reason why my strategy worked is because I've had so many strategies that didn't work. Okay. And so when I sit here and I say that, oh, I'm the embroidery expert or I'm the personalization expert, I am, because I can tell you what worked and what don't work. And unfortunately, that's where my expertise come from, because I've been getting it right thus far for a while, because I had got it wrong for so long. Okay. And so that's why I can actually get on and I can sell my mentoring services. I can get on and give you advice. I can actually challenge people who challenge what I am saying and prove that my strategy works. And I'm not done, because I have also partnered up with people who can help me help you, because I'm not there yet where I know where I want to be going, but I am not there yet. Okay. And so I constantly have virtual mentors, adopted mentors, because those moguls, I want to rub elbows with them. I want to know what worked with them. Okay. And so that's once again what this channel have evolved into. It started out as crafts, but now it is an embroidery channel. It is now a heat transfer channel. It is a help channel. It is a channel that pretty much promotes the services of learning. Because if you really look at what I do on my channel, you really hardly see me promoting my embroidery services. Those services sell itself. They sell itself, so my customers aren't really my viewers. And so, it is time for a new person to win something. Okay, so here we go. Deb Gross, you were the last person. So here you go. You get one of these too. Hope you like it. It's a little sewing kit. Deb Gross, you were the last name that I saw. Here we go. Deb Gross. All right. And so if you like this and you want a sewing kit, Debbie, all you have to do is inbox your information and I will send it to you and I will pick up the cost of shipping. Okay, and so I am going to grab another one, something else. Donna Williams. Donna Williams. Donna Williams, where are you, Donna Williams? And I have another one for Donna Williams. Okay, and if you want a sewing kit, actually, I don't know why I didn't put all the stuff in front of me. They're like sitting on the floor right next to me, and I'm reaching over, and I hope I don't drop my phone. All right, and so Joni Thurman. Joni Thurman. Where are you, Joni Thurman? Joni Thurman. Okay, Joni Thurman, you just won this. Okay, and I'm trying to move along because I actually have a client coming to my house at 8:15, and so I don't even have my watch to see what time it is. But Joni Thurman, you won another kit. All right, and so I am moving along, and so I'm just gonna reach down. I'm sorry, guys, I have to reach down and grab because they are not here, and so let's see. And Sharon Blake. Oh my God, I almost dropped it. Sharon Blake. I see you, Sharon Blake. You win a pair of scissors, okay? And I actually have these all around my studio, Sharon. So I hope you like them, and they're pretty sharp, okay? And so we're just going to keep moving along. And, another question that I get is people ask me about other people copying my work. And how do I feel about other people copying my work? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about people copying my work. If you see something that I put on the internet, obviously, I don't mind if you want to duplicate it, make it better even. Who cares? Because I can tell you one thing. If I see a picture of your stuff and I think I can make it better, I'm going to. So I don't care. I mean, listen, copying is the best form of flattery, right? That's what they used to say back in the day, that if somebody copies you, then you should be glad. And so you obviously are doing something right. And so I think that if somebody takes the time to copy my work, especially if they can make it better, why not? Do it. I don't care. And so, people ask me all the time, how do I feel about that? I don't care about my baby ensembles, personalization sets. I don't care who copies my work. All right. And so I'm going to grab something else. Moving along. Sorry, guys. Oh my goodness. I should have. Trying to grab two at one time. Faye Fire. Faye Fire, you are going to be winning a bobbin. No, a seam ripper. What did I say? A bobbin, a seam ripper. All right. So, Faye Fire, you're going to be winning a seam ripper. Tanisha, I saw you. Your name just faded. You're going to be winning a seam ripper as well. Okay. Okay, guys, I really appreciate you guys just sitting in here with me tonight. Joni Thurman, you won something. Donna Williams, you won something. Faye Fire, Miss Phenomenal Creations, you won something. And so one of the best advices that I can give to a beginner, I can tell you one thing as a beginner. I can tell you what the best advice that somebody should have told me was it depends on, number one, how old you are. That's number one before I give you this advice. And it depends on where you are in your life, because this might not work for everyone. And what would that be? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to put the stand up on my phone here because I'm getting tired. All right. So the best advice that I would have for someone really is never stay in too long without making a plan. And so what that means is, I remember when I had a uniform store, it was failing. And I don't even really like to say failing. It just wasn't working. All right. So what happened was I was dipping. I was constantly dipping into my personal account to feed my uniform store. The problem with that is it wasn't a new store. Okay, and so when you start a new embroidery business, okay, you may plan to put or invest your money, invest your partner's money, invest your parents' money, your sister's money, a partner, whatever, your spouse money, whatever. But you have to have a cutoff point. It can't be that you don't see a return. Okay, and that's what happened. That I had a uniform store for about 5 years, and it was successful, but that last year was killing me. The last year was killing me, and it was just too long that I kept constantly constantly dipping, investing money into a business that wasn't bringing a return. And I'm not suggesting that if you have an embroidery business that you are investing in your own money or your husband's money or your wife's money or someone's money that's not your money. I'm not telling you to bail out. What I'm telling you is, and again, it depends on where you are in your life. What I'm telling you is that you have to have a plan. So if that plan is that you go and work part-time somewhere, do it. If you have to maybe close your business just to kind of build some capital, do it. But don't just let yourself sink deeper in a financial hole of owing someone or having to get a poor credit score because now you don't finance the machine that you can't pay for. Especially if you finance the machine that you have to have a $200 bill for, then guess what? Then you should try to figure out how you're going to pay for this machine. And if paying for that machine means that you have to go and work part-time somewhere until you can kind of get another idea or your business starts selling, do it. But don't let yourself sink. And that's where I went wrong at with my uniform store. I let myself sink. I felt sorry for myself. I felt really bad because it was so much money that it was my money. It was my husband's money. You know, it was bad to just kind of watch it just go downhill without no plan. And so I find that new embroidery business owners, they get this new machine. They think that everybody's going to be buying. And then when it doesn't happen, they get depressed. And so, you know, don't do that. And so E. Bradley 07, I saw you. I saw you. And so I'm going to grab something real quickly. Embroidery scissors. This is what we have. Okay. And so I'm just trying to answer some questions and I'll kind of get you guys in this because once again, I am at my 13,000 subscribing party and you guys are here with me. So I am giving away 13 prizes. Okay. And so I have a couple more and I got one that's all the way over there on the floor and I don't know how I'm going to get it, but I'm going to figure it out. Okay. And so let's see. All right. And so, yes, that is one of the things that I will tell new embroidery business owners that don't stay in there too long without a plan. You got to have a plan. You got to have a plan. And if your plan is not working, go to plan B. Plan B not working, plan C. That's why, you know, I'm going there, guys. Teaming up with the right people or the right person is extremely important. And that's what this mentoring program is all about that I am starting October 1st. And guess what, guys? Yesterday expired for a $250 savings off of the full price. The full price of this program, which is a 6-week course, is $749, $250 off. And guess what? It extends tonight. It extends tonight. Okay, and so there are still some slots. I know that the new it's about 6 or 7 slots left on the full mentoring program, and it's about 8 or 9 slots left on the processing policies and payments. And while I have you guys here, I guess I'll explain it. I'm sorry, I just gotta grab something. I got to grab something because my arm is like extremely tight. So I'm going to put this down for a minute. I'm just going to go over there and grab that waste basket. So I'm going to put this down, guys. Just give me a minute. Or maybe I could have just moved all of this out the way. Oh, I guess I can pick this up now too. Okay, here we go. I could have did this the whole time. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My sister just threw me off and now I'm just all crazy. Okay. So I can talk to you guys a little bit longer. I know you've been here for 25 minutes and okay, I got a couple of minutes left before I have to go. Okay, I love my new font too. So thank you for you guys for buying my new font, supporting Leanne Hawthorne over there at Stitchtopia. She has been absolutely phenomenal with me. Absolutely phenomenal. And I see a glare with the light, so I'm just going to turn it a little bit. And so I got to tell you that I appreciate just the fact that she took the time to work with me. I had so many things going on this year, and I'm just happy that she is able to make those that font set for me, and it's doing well. So I'm really proud of that. Okay, so we have another kit that I want to give away. subscribers, I will do a tour of my studio. I'll do a tour of my studio. And so when I'm at 15,000 subscribers, that's what the party will be. I'll do a tour of my studio for you guys, okay? So you guys going to see how I work in my environment. And that's how we're going to do this here. Okay, so Sharon Jordan, guess what? You are the next winner of embroidery scissors. Yes, you are. You win some embroidery scissors. So I hope that you're an embroidery person. Red Roses 501. You will get that when I'm at 15,000 subscribers. So I hope to see you all here. And I have a couple of more prizes to give away. Okay, and I got the one that was on the floor. Oh, the email. I'm sorry, guys. The email that you want to send to is going to be candia@candiahainsworth.com. Real simple. You can also inbox me on Facebook too. So if you are on Facebook, you can go on Facebook and you can send it to me. That would be fine. You can do that.